Hi. Yes. You guys are like both cats at this point. Is that your kitty, girl? Yeah. I love you so much. Oh, don't eat the kitty. Careful. Everyone says a cat will choose you, but no one ever said a cat would choose your baby and protect her like her own. Hi, Luna. Okay, fine. Okay, I understand. She hadn't planned on adopting a cat that day. Not even close. In fact, she was drowning in the beautiful chaos of new motherhood. Sleepless nights, endless diaper changes, the constant hum of worry that never quite left her chest. Her world had shrunk to bottles, burp cloths, and the soft rhythmic breaths of her newborn, Callie. Luna. Not again. You cannot. You do this every time. She does this every time. It was supposed to be a quick trip, just a short outing to the animal shelter. A chance to step outside the blur of baby life for just one moment. Maybe smile at something soft and furry. Maybe remember who she was before Mom became her whole identity. But fate, it seems, had other plans. When the shelter staff brought out Luna, a small gray cat with eyes like twilight, quiet and watchful, she didn't hesitate. She walked past every adult in the room, past the outstretched hands, past the crinkling adoption papers, past the gentle voices trying to coax her. No. She went straight for the infant. Callie was sleeping peacefully in her car seat, tiny fists curled, cheeks round with milk-drunk contentment. Luna approached slowly, as if stepping into sacred space. Without a sound, she climbed into the seat and curled her body protectively around Callie's tiny legs, tucking her close, shielding her, as if she'd been waiting her whole life for this exact moment. She settled in, not as a guest, not as a stray, but as if she belonged. I know, from that moment on, she did. They took Luna home that day, not because they needed a cat, but because Callie had clearly already been chosen. The decision wasn't made with logic or lists. It was made in silence, in a glance, in the way a small gray cat laid her head on a baby's knee and never looked back. How you doing? Is it your kitty? Yeah, I know, he is. Over the next few months, the bond between them only grew stronger. Quiet, deep, unbreakable. Wherever Callie went, Luna followed. If the baby was in her crib, Luna perched on the railing like a silent guardian. If she lay on a blanket in the sun, Luna stretched out beside her, matching her breaths. Her presence a soft, steady anchor in Callie's ever-changing world. It wasn't about play. It wasn't even about attention. It was about presence. Gentle, unwavering, absolute. Hi. Hi, girls. Good morning. Sometimes when Callie fussed and her mother was in another room, it wasn't the baby monitor that gave the alert. It was the soft thump of Luna hopping off the windowsill, trotting with quiet urgency to Callie's side, as if whispering, "It's okay. I'm here. You're not alone." And remarkably, Callie seemed to understand. Is that your kitty? Yeah, I know. As she grew, so did her love for Luna. She would tug the cat's fur, poke her ears with clumsy fingers, babble nonsense words in her direction. But Luna never flinched, never swatted, never walked away. She simply stayed, patient, loving, still. Are you getting your kitty? Careful, careful. Hey, hey, let go, let go. I know you're happy, Luna. You're such a good cookie. You're so good. Careful, let go. Yes. Nice. Oh, nice pet. It was as if Luna knew that this little human was still learning, still becoming, and she was willing to walk beside her every step of the way. The most beautiful moments were often the quietest ones. Callie asleep in her crib, one tiny hand resting on Luna's fur. The two of them breathing in perfect rhythm, peaceful, whole. Even the older kids in the house noticed. They'd had pets before, dogs and cats who came and went, but none like Luna. None who seemed to carry a purpose bigger than themselves. She didn't act like a pet. She acted like a guardian. Music. Years passed. Callie learned to crawl, then walk, then run, with wild, wobbly joy, through sun-dappled rooms and grassy backyards. But no matter how far she wandered, Luna was never far behind, watching, waiting, loving. Looking back, Callie's mother often thought about that day at the shelter. She remembered how overwhelmed she'd felt, how lost in the storm of new motherhood, and how a small gray cat walked into their lives, not with fanfare, but with certainty. It's funny. She thought she was the one making a choice that day, but now she knows. She was simply listening to the one that had already been made. Luna didn't just rescue a family. She became part of its foundation. To just let you guys sleep on the floor. Callie, did you just roll across the whole floor just to be with your kitty? Odin? Yeah, I know. You would need to be crawling so you guys can play. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to reflect on the quiet ways animals bring us comfort, loyalty, and love. They don't need words. They just need a little space in our lives to show us who they really are. Because sometimes, the softest paws leave the deepest prints. And the most unexpected guardians arrive not with a roar, but with a purr. Luna didn't choose a house. She chose a heart. And in doing so, she taught an entire family that love doesn't always knock. Sometimes, it curls up beside you and never lets go.